Today I want to talk to you about something crucial. Wake up and rebuild your life. Now, you might be thinking, why rebuild? Let me tell you, it doesn't matter where you are in life right now, whether you're feeling stuck, lost, or like you're at the bottom of the ladder. It is never too late to rebuild. In fact, rebuilding is a process of taking control of your destiny. It begins with a simple but powerful truth. You are the architect of your own life. You are where you are because of the choices you've made. If you want to rebuild your life, you must first come to terms with the fact that you are the one who holds the key to change. This might sound harsh, but it's a liberating truth. Too often we get caught up in blaming external forces for our circumstances. We blame our upbringing, our education, our job, or the economy. We point fingers at others, waiting for someone else to make the change happen. But here's the hard truth. No one is coming to rescue you. The sooner you take full responsibility for where you are, the sooner you'll start rebuilding. Let's think about this for a moment. Life doesn't happen to us, it happens because of us. Every result, whether it's positive or negative, can be traced back to the decisions we've made. If you're in a situation that feels overwhelming or stagnant, it's not because the world is out to get you, it's because of the choices that brought you here. Now, this is not to say that every challenge you face is entirely of your own making. Life does throw curveballs. People disappoint us. Unexpected events shake our foundations. But the real question is, how have you responded? Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that's gone wrong. It means acknowledging that you have the power to change your circumstances, no matter how difficult or hopeless they may seem. It's about saying, I may not have control over every aspect of my life, but I have control over my responses, my decisions, and my next step forward. This is the power of personal responsibility. So what does it look like to take responsibility? It starts with stopping the blame game. I know it's easy to look at others, family, friends, coworkers, and say, if only they would change, then my life would be better. But here's the reality. The people around you are not the reason you're stuck. They might play a part, but they are not the determining factor in your success or failure. Only you can decide to move forward. Only you can choose to stop making excuses and start taking action. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll start building momentum toward a better life. One of the first steps in taking responsibility is to stop waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal situation. We often think that we need everything to fall into place before we can take action. But that's just an illusion. Life will never be perfect. The conditions will never be ideal. If we wait for everything to be perfect, we'll spend our whole lives waiting. The reality is that the best time to start is now. Make the decision today to take responsibility for your actions and your life. And start taking small, consistent steps toward your goals. Another aspect of responsibility is the recognition that your past does not define your future. You may have made mistakes or bad decisions in the past, but they are not the sum of who you are. Too often we allow our past to hold us hostage. We believe that because we failed before, we'll fail again. We get caught in the cycle of self-doubt and regret. But here's the thing. Your past is just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. You can rewrite the narrative. You can make different choices today that will shape the future you want. But it all starts with owning where you are right now. This adaptation that we make on a daily basis by having to accept what we can't change. When you accept responsibility, you stop being a victim. You stop waiting for someone or something to come along and fix things. Instead, you become the creator of your life. You take charge. You make the decisions. You control your actions. You control your mindset. You decide what you will do today to move closer to the life you want. Now, taking responsibility doesn't mean that everything will magically change overnight. Rebuilding your life is a process. It requires time, effort, and patience. But the first step is understanding that it's up to you. It's up to you to decide where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and who you want to become. This realization is empowering because it means that you are not at the mercy of life's circumstances. You have the power to change, and you have the power to make it happen. But let me be clear, this doesn't mean that you should ignore or deny the challenges in your life. Life can be tough. It can knock us down when we least expect it. But the key to rebuilding is to respond, not react. A reaction is an emotional response to external circumstances, while a response is a thoughtful, deliberate decision to move forward in spite of those circumstances. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop being at the mercy of external events. Instead, you focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, and your determination to keep moving forward. In conclusion, the foundation of rebuilding your life is personal responsibility. No one can do it for you. No one can make the changes you need. You must decide right now that you are in control. You must own your past, your present, and your future. When you do this, you unlock the power to change your circumstances. You take back control, and from that moment forward, you can begin to rebuild. The first step is the most important. Wake up and take responsibility. Only then will you be able to make the choices that will lead to the life you've always wanted. Without a vision, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly, vulnerable to the currents and winds of life. But with a clear vision, a defined purpose, you become unstoppable. You begin to move forward with intent, direction, and confidence. If you want to rebuild your life, you need to start with one critical thing: a clear vision of where you want to go. Without it, you'll continue to wander, hoping for things to improve, but not truly understanding what improvement looks like. Too many people go through life without a clear picture of their future. They let the day-to-day grind consume them, responding to life's demands without ever taking a step back to ask themselves, what do I really want? The problem with this approach is that without a vision, life becomes reactive instead of proactive. You're merely responding to external forces instead of shaping your own future. A vision is not a vague wish or a dream. It's not something you fantasize about in your free time and then dismiss when reality sets in. A vision is a clear, concrete picture of the life you want to create. It's a mental roadmap that gives you a sense of purpose and guides your actions. It's the kind of thing that gets you excited to get out of bed in the morning. It pulls you forward even on days when the going gets tough. When you have a vision, you are no longer a passive participant in your life. You become the architect of your destiny. You begin to take deliberate actions toward your goals, knowing exactly where you want to go. Every decision you make, every choice you face is filtered through the lens of your vision. Does this decision align with the life I want to create? If the answer's no, you move on. If it's yes, you move forward with even more commitment. But here's the catch. Your vision needs to be specific. I'm not talking about a generic desire for success or happiness. I'm talking about a clear and compelling image of what success looks like for you. What does your ideal life look like? Where do you live? What kind of work do you do? How do you spend your time? What kind of relationships do you have? If you can't articulate a specific vision, it's difficult to know whether you're moving towards something meaningful or just stumbling through life, hoping things will eventually fall into place. I want you to think about this for a moment. Imagine your life 5, 10, or 20 years from now. What does it look like? What does your career look like? Your relationships, your health? If you can't picture it clearly in your mind, how do you expect to get there? A vision serves as the blueprint for your future. If you don't know where you're headed, how can you expect to get there? Setting clear goals is an essential part of bringing your vision to life. Goals are the building blocks that allow you to turn your vision into reality. A vision without goals is simply a dream. A goal without a vision is a to-do list. But when you combine both, you create a powerful force. Your vision will give your goals purpose, and your goals will give your vision structure. The key to effective goal setting is specificity. Goals need to be measurable and actionable. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. What does success mean to you? How will you measure it? How will you know when you've achieved it? It could be getting a promotion, starting a business, traveling the world, or paying off your debts. The clearer your goals, the more focused and effective your actions will be. But having a vision and setting goals is just the beginning. You need to take consistent action toward your vision, even when you don't feel like it. The power of your vision comes from the decisions you make on a daily basis. Every day you are presented with choices that either bring you closer to or further from your goals. When you have a clear vision, those decisions become easier to make. You can look at each opportunity and ask, does this align with my vision? Here's the reality. The path to your vision will not always be smooth. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But if your vision is clear and compelling, it will pull you forward when things get tough. It will give you the strength to push through adversity and the focus to keep moving in the right direction. One of the most important things you can do is to write down your vision. I can't emphasize this enough. There's a special kind of power that comes from putting your thoughts and dreams onto paper. It makes your vision tangible. It turns your abstract desires into something concrete that you can look at every day. By writing down your vision, you not only clarify what you want, but also create a constant reminder of what you're working toward. But writing it down isn't enough. You need to review it regularly. Keep it in front of you. Revisit your goals daily. Adjust them if necessary, but never lose sight of your ultimate vision. This consistency keeps your mind focused and keeps you on the right path, even when distractions arise. Rebuilding your life starts with a clear vision, but it doesn't end there. Once you have that vision in place, it's up to you to make it happen. The journey may be long and the road may be hard, but with a clear, compelling vision of where you want to go, you'll have the motivation and the clarity you need to push through any obstacle. So, I encourage you today to take a step back and ask yourself, what is my vision for my life? Get clear on what you truly want. Write it down. Break it into actionable goals and start moving toward it, one step at a time. Your vision is the key that unlocks your potential, and with it you can rebuild your life stronger and more focused than ever before. Success is not about making grand gestures or taking massive leaps once in a while. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Rebuilding your life doesn't happen overnight. It happens through the habits you develop, the discipline you instill in yourself, and the commitment you make to your future. The truth is, you can have the best plans, the best vision, and the best intentions, but if you don't build the habit of daily discipline, you will struggle to move forward. Consistency and discipline are the foundations that will turn your dreams into reality. The secret to achieving anything significant in life is not about bursts of motivation or temporary enthusiasm. It's about doing the small things consistently over time, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Too often we look for instant results, but success is a slow and steady process. It's the cumulative effect of your daily actions that will get you where you want to go. The key is to remain committed, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Let me tell you something. You are making progress. Every small step counts. Every small step counts. Every small victory matters. Every small victory matters. Daily discipline is the muscle you need to develop. And like any muscle, it requires training and practice. The first step is acknowledging that your success is determined by what you do daily, not just by what you do when you feel motivated. Motivation can be fleeting. It's here one day and gone the next. But discipline? Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. When you feel tired, discouraged, or tempted to quit, it's discipline that gets you up and moving. The real question is, what daily habits are you committing to? What are you doing each day to move closer to your goals? Whether it's setting aside time to work on your personal growth, focusing on your career, or taking care of your health, it's the daily actions that compound over time. Rebuilding your life requires you to establish habits that align with your goals and to stick to them no matter what. Discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself or following a rigid, joyless routine. It's about creating a structure that empowers you to accomplish what matters most. It's about prioritizing your goals and making sure that you take small, focused actions every day toward achieving them. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of life, social media, emails, meetings, and other distractions. But when you discipline yourself to focus on what really matters, you begin to reclaim control of your life. One of the most effective ways to build daily discipline is to start small. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the big picture and think you need to tackle everything at once. But the truth is, small changes done consistently lead to massive results over time. If you want to read more, start by reading just a few pages a day. If you want to improve your fitness, begin with a short workout and gradually increase the intensity over time. If you want to improve your financial situation, begin by saving a small amount each month and increase it as you go. The key is to start with something manageable, then build upon it. Each small action is a brick in the foundation of your success. Another important aspect of discipline is being intentional with your time. Time is your most precious resource, and it's easy to let it slip away if you don't guard it. The most successful people in the world are masters of their time. They protect it, they plan it, and they make every moment count. If you want to rebuild your life, you have to start by managing your time more effectively. That means eliminating distractions, saying no to things that don't align with your goals, and focusing on what truly matters. The more intentional you are with your time, the more productive and successful you'll become. There will be days when you don't feel like doing the work. There will be times when you're tired, when things aren't going your way, or when you simply don't have the energy to push forward. On those days, discipline is what carries you through. You must develop the ability to do the work even when you don't feel like it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. You don't need to have everything figured out right away. You don't need to have the perfect plan or the perfect day. What you need is the discipline to show up, to keep working, and to trust that your efforts will pay off in the end. One powerful way to maintain daily discipline is to track your progress. Whether you use a journal, a planner, or a digital app, keeping track of your habits helps you stay accountable and gives you a sense of achievement. When you see the progress you're making, it motivates you to keep going. It's like laying down a path with every action you take. The more you walk that path, the more it becomes ingrained in your routine, until it feels second nature. The simple act of tracking your progress can help you stay on course, even when you feel discouraged or unsure. It's also crucial to remember that discipline is not just about what you do, but how you think. Your mindset plays a huge role in your ability to stay disciplined. If you believe that the process is too hard or that success is out of reach, it will be much harder to stay committed. But if you cultivate a mindset of perseverance and resilience, you will find that your discipline grows stronger over time. Understand that setbacks and challenges are a normal part of the process. The goal is not to avoid them, but to keep moving forward despite them. In conclusion, the path to rebuilding your life is paved with consistent, disciplined action. Your dreams and goals will not be achieved in a day, but through the small, everyday decisions you make to stay on course. Discipline is the key that will allow you to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles you face. By developing the habit of consistency, managing your time effectively, and maintaining the right mindset, you will find that the seemingly impossible becomes possible. It's the daily steps, taken with dedication and perseverance, that will ultimately build the life you've always wanted. Your environment has a profound impact on your ability to rebuild your life. It shapes how you think, how you act, and ultimately who you become. Often, we overlook the influence that our surroundings, both physical and social, have on our success or failure. We assume that as long as we work hard, we can overcome anything. But here's the reality. Your environment plays a pivotal role in either enabling your success or hindering it. If you want to rebuild your life, you need to surround yourself with the right influences, people, places, and things that will help you grow, not hold you back. It's easy to underestimate the power of the people you spend time with, but consider this. The people you associate with directly influence your mindset, attitudes, and behavior. If you're surrounded by individuals who are negative, unmotivated, or constantly complaining, it's easy to fall into the same patterns of thinking. Negative energy is contagious. If you spend all your time with people who focus on problems instead of solutions, it will be much harder to shift your own mindset toward positivity and progress. You might not even realize it, but over time, you start to mirror the behaviors and attitudes of the people around you. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who are positive, driven, and growth-oriented, their energy is contagious too. You begin to pick up their habits, attitudes, and ways of thinking. You start to see possibilities instead of obstacles. You begin to believe in your own potential because the people around you believe in theirs. There's a powerful concept that says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Are the people you're spending time with lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they challenging you to be your best, or are they holding you back from reaching your full potential? If you want to rebuild your life, take a hard look at the people in your life and ask yourself whether they are helping you move forward or keeping you stuck. But your environment isn't just about the people you spend time with. It's also about the physical spaces you inhabit. The places you work, live, and play have a profound effect on your productivity, your mental clarity, and your overall well-being. For example, if you work in a cluttered, disorganized environment, it can lead to feelings of overwhelm, stress, and a lack of focus. On the other hand, a clean, organized space can help you think more clearly, work more efficiently, and feel more at peace. The way you arrange your environment can either help or hinder your ability to focus on your goals. If you want to rebuild your life, start by creating a space that supports your vision and your ambitions. Whether it's your home, office, or personal workspace, make sure that the environment you surround yourself with is conducive to success. Clear out the clutter. Organize your space in a way that allows you to focus on what matters most. Surround yourself with things that inspire you, motivate you, and help you stay on track. When your environment is organized and uplifting, it becomes easier to focus on your goals and take the actions necessary to achieve them. The influence of your environment also extends to the information you consume. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information. News, social media, books, podcasts, and more. But not all of this information is helpful. Some of it is negative, distracting, or simply not aligned with your goals. If you want to rebuild your life, you need to be intentional about the information you consume. Focus on learning and consuming content that supports your growth, whether it's books, podcasts, courses, or articles that align with your goals and aspirations. What you feed your mind has a direct impact on your attitude and your actions. If you constantly consume negative news or engage in gossip and drama, your mindset will reflect that negativity. But if you fill your mind with positive, growth-oriented content, It will shape your thoughts and behaviors in a more constructive way. Make it a habit to regularly expose yourself to material that will help you grow. Whether it's self-improvement books, podcasts from thought leaders, or online courses that teach you new skills. Your mind is a powerful tool, and you have the ability to direct it toward growth and success by carefully choosing the content you consume. Beyond the people, spaces, and information in your life, your environment also includes the opportunities you surround yourself with. The world is full of opportunities for growth, but they often require you to step out of your comfort zone and be proactive in seeking them out. Are you actively putting yourself in environments that expose you to new opportunities? Or are you staying in situations that limit your potential? If you want to rebuild your life, you need to actively seek out opportunities that align with your goals. This might mean attending networking events, enrolling in courses, seeking out mentors, or simply saying yes to new experiences that challenge you. By surrounding yourself with the right people, creating a positive and organized physical environment, consuming growth-oriented information, and actively seeking out new opportunities, you begin to create an environment that supports your success. Your environment will no longer be a passive backdrop to your life. It will become an active force that propels you toward your goals. This is a crucial step in rebuilding your life. As Jim Rohn often said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be better, you need to surround yourself with better influences. When you change your environment, you change your mindset, your actions, and your future. Ultimately, the environment you create for yourself is one of the most powerful tools you have in the process of rebuilding your life. It will either propel you toward success or hold you back. So take a hard look at your surroundings, your people, your spaces, the information you consume, and the opportunities you seek. If they are not aligned with the person you want to become and the life you want to build, it's time to make a change. By doing so, you will create an environment that fosters growth, positivity, and success, and set yourself up for the transformation you seek. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it plays a pivotal role in determining how you navigate life's challenges, pursue your goals, and ultimately rebuild your life. It's easy to think that our circumstances define who we are, but the truth is, how you think determines your outcomes, far more than what happens to you. Your mindset is the internal narrative you carry, and it influences every decision you make, every challenge you face, and every opportunity you either embrace or overlook. If you want to rebuild your life, the most important work you can do is to cultivate the right mindset. The first step in developing a growth-oriented mindset is understanding that you have control over how you respond to situations. Too many people allow their circumstances, their past, or the opinions of others to dictate how they think and feel. They let negative experiences define them and hold them back from taking action. But the key to rebuilding your life is realizing that you get to choose your thoughts. Never before, this doesn't mean that challenges won't arise, but it means that you have the power to choose how you perceive and react to them. When you develop a growth mindset, you begin to see every setback as an opportunity for learning and growth. Rather than viewing failures as indications that you're not good enough or that your dreams are impossible, you start to see them as stepping stones on the path to success. Each failure teaches you something valuable, whether it's a lesson about yourself, your approach, or the world around you. With this mindset, you are no longer afraid of failure because you understand that it is a natural part of the journey to success. One of the most empowering shifts in mindset is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are fixed traits that you cannot change. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges because they fear failure or look for easy paths to avoid mistakes. This mindset holds them back from growing and improving because they're more focused on proving themselves than on learning and evolving. In contrast, a growth mindset is based on the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, seek feedback, and are willing to put in the effort necessary to improve. They understand that success is not about being naturally talented, but about putting in the work and staying persistent, even when the going gets tough. When you adopt a growth mindset, you open yourself up to limitless possibilities. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to stretch your abilities, and you stop limiting yourself by your current level of skill or knowledge. Another key aspect of cultivating the right mindset is eliminating self-limiting beliefs. These are the beliefs that you hold about yourself that restrict your potential. They are the thoughts that tell you, I'm not good enough. I'll never be able to do that. Or it's too late for me to change. These beliefs are often formed by past experiences, societal conditioning, or the opinions of others. But the truth is, they are not facts. They are just stories that you have been telling yourself. If you want to rebuild your life, you must challenge these self-limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts that encourage growth, resilience, and success. One way to break free from self-limiting beliefs is through positive affirmations. Affirmations are statements that reinforce positive, empowering beliefs about yourself and your abilities. When you repeat affirmations regularly, you start to rewire your brain to believe in your potential and capabilities. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not smart enough to start a business, you could affirm, I have the skills and determination to build the life I want. This simple shift in mindset can help you break free from the mental barriers that are holding you back and start taking actions that align with your goals. In addition to eliminating self-limiting beliefs, you need to develop the habit of focusing on solutions instead of problems. Life is full of challenges, but people with a fixed mindset often get stuck in the problem. They dwell on the obstacles and difficulties, allowing them to paralyze their progress. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset focus on solutions. They ask themselves, what can I do to overcome this challenge? What's the next step I can take to move forward? By shifting your focus from problems to solutions, you empower yourself to take meaningful action, even in the face of adversity. Another important component of the mindset you need to rebuild your life is resilience. Life will not always go according to plan. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and times when things don't turn out as you hoped. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these setbacks, learn from them, and continue moving forward. It's the willingness to keep going even when things aren't easy. Resilience is what keeps you going when you face challenges and when you feel like giving up. It's a critical component of a growth mindset because it enables you to keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward, no matter the obstacles you face. A resilient mindset also involves patience. Rebuilding your life is a journey, not an overnight transformation. You won't see instant results, and you might experience some bumps along the way. But with patience, you understand that success is the result of consistent effort over time. You'll learn to trust the process, even when it feels like you're not making progress. But remember, resilience is the result of consistent effort over time. And with this patience, you cultivate the perseverance necessary to keep going, even on days when the results aren't immediately visible. Finally, a powerful mindset for rebuilding your life is one of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. It helps you see the opportunities in every situation, even when things are difficult. When you adopt a mindset of gratitude, you begin to appreciate the small victories and the progress you make along the way. You stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on the abundance that already exists in your life. Gratitude not only improves your mental well-being, but it also attracts more positive experiences and opportunities. Success is about mindset and focusing on the good. In conclusion, the mindset you adopt will determine how you navigate the process of rebuilding your life. A growth-oriented mindset, free from self-limiting beliefs, focused on solutions, and grounded in resilience and gratitude, is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving success. It is through your mindset that you will either limit your potential or unlock it. If you want to rebuild your life, start by changing the way you think, and the rest will follow. With the right mindset, you can turn challenges into opportunities and make lasting progress toward your goals.